Hi, my name is Jeff Bangeter, and I want to explain why more mature Americans are choosing a reverse mortgage, really to make their wishes come true and make life comfortable for themselves. And some choices, once you understand them, they're really perfectly clear. And so for most, they like it because there are no monthly payments for the rest of your life. You don't have to worry about paying this back. It gets paid back when you move, sell, or pass away. You can receive additional monthly income for the rest of your life. And, if your retirement benefits and Social Security are not really enough to help you live the way that you want to, the reverse mortgage is a tool to help you there. You can beautify your home so it's just the way you want it. I know I've lived in my home for about 25 years, and certainly it needs a little bit of work here and there, and maybe your home's in the same situation. It could be the money that you need to stay at home and have health care provided at home, or of course any other wish that you desire. But I will tell you, I've been working with seniors really all of my life. I've been in the financial career since 1979 and working with seniors. And so I know that you, like me, would rather stay at home if you needed health care. You don't want to go to a care facility, and a reverse mortgage can help you there. This is a U.S. government insured loan program, so you don't have to worry about some bank, coming along and trying to take your house or something like that. That does not happen. So how do you qualify? You have to be 62 years or older, and that's everybody on title. So husband and wife, if one of you is under age 62, we recommend that you wait. Do not take somebody off of title in order to do a reverse mortgage. That is a dangerous strategy. So once both of you are over 62, it's a great strategy. You must have equity in your home. How much? Well, you need to get a quote. You need to give me a call or go on a quoting engine to see that. But I always like to use the 50% rule. So if you have 50% equity or more in your home, you're probably going to be okay. You must live in your home. You can't do this on a rental property or a vacation home. It's got to be your primary residence. And you must maintain your property. You can't let it fall apart and continue to have the reverse mortgage. There's no real department to go check on you, but if your neighbor started complaining that your home was falling down around you, it could call the loan. And you must pay your property taxes and insurance. And right now, while I'm recording, there is a conversation going on with HUD and FHA to actually force that they retain enough money to pay your property tax and insurance to your life expectancy. So if you're thinking about doing a reverse mortgage, you should do it sooner as opposed to later, because the government's going to withhold more of the money that's available to you. So that's really all it takes to qualify. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And what's the catch? I think a lot of people think that somehow there's, some trick or government's going to take my house or the bank or whatever. But this is a U.S. government guarantee of a bank making sure that they're going to be able to make a profit and get their money back. So that's the FHA insurance. You actually are paying FHA insurance. So the government charges this insurance premium against any possible loss to the bank. The government ensures that you will never have to stop receiving your money no matter what happens to the bank. So it's insuring both of you and the bank. And the government ensures that you will never owe more than your property is worth. So there really is no catch. A lot of people say that this is an expensive loan and it's because of this insurance. But when you see what the insurance does for you, it makes sense to have this FHA insurance on this loan for sure. And why does the government insure this program? Well, because they do care about American seniors. They want to make sure that you're going to be able to live comfortably the rest of your life. And the government knows that Social Security may not be enough to support your needs. And in fact, Social Security only makes up about 40% of what you used to earn before you retire. And so many folks do need to have some other source, and your home equity is certainly one. Seniors may not be able to qualify for conventional loans, and quite frankly, would you want to? Do you want to be making payments for the rest of your life on your home? So the reverse mortgage eliminates that. And seniors have equity in their homes, and they need to access those funds, but really don't want to or can't afford a monthly payment. And again, I look at the don't want to. I mean, why would you really want to make a payment for the rest of your life? when all that you're really doing is increasing the equity that you're going to pass to your heirs. I mean, essentially, if you're making a mortgage payment to build more equity in your house, it's just like giving your children or your heirs more money every month, right? I mean, you're just making a payment so that they'll get more money after you die. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but everybody's got their own personal desires, right? So how safe is the reverse mortgage? The reverse mortgage really is the safest loan in the United States because you cannot outlive the loan and you will never have to make a payment. And it's insured by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD. And there's independent counseling to ensure that you understand this product. And I will tell you, I just met with one of my clients yesterday, in fact, and they were amazed at how rigorous the HUD counseling, the independent counseling is. They had to attend 2 different phone conversations. One was a conference call, and then the other was a individual call. So, it's extensive, but they want to make sure that you understand what this really is. How much are you going to be eligible for? Well, that's where we need to chat, because your age and the amount of equity in your home is what's going to determine how much you'll be eligible to receive. The older you are, the more that you can get, but this really, interest rates determine it. So there's a lot that goes into this. And so with one short phone call, give me a buzz, we can just talk about it, and I can actually do the quote while we're on the phone and let you know exactly how much money you're eligible to receive. And my thought on this is, some people are concerned about the reverse mortgage. There's so many negative, wives' tales that have been told. It's really a great tool. If you don't investigate it, how would you ever know, right? So you need to look at it and at least see what's available. In fact, the folks that I worked with yesterday, by doing the reverse mortgage and delaying taking their Social Security until age 70, they're going to increase the amount of money they have in the bank by $200,000 over the next 10 years, just because they're able to delay taking Social Security and they don't have to drain their 401ks. So it's a great strategy you don't have to be poor for this to be a good strategy. So you have to think about how could it benefit you. How much is it going to cost? There's going to be very little out-of-pocket expense. I mean, all the costs are really included in the loan. Now, I will tell you that they do charge you for the HUD counseling, and that's about $125. And then they're also going to charge you for the appraisal, and that's usually about $450. Again, prices change a little bit. Those are the only 2 things that you'll actually pay for out-of-pocket. Everything else is going to come out of the equity in your home. It's going to be part of the close at escrow. And so all of that stuff's going to be there. The FHA is going to charge an insurance premium. It's going to be included. All the fees are regulated by HUD, Housing and Urban Development. So you can't be overcharged. There's none of us in the business, whether you went with me or somebody else, they can't rip you off. This is all controlled by the federal government. So it's kind of the same no matter who you go with. You just got to decide who you would like to work with. I hope you would like to work with me. So, common myths of the reverse mortgage. Does the bank own my home? No, that's just ridiculous. This is a mortgage, just like any mortgage you have ever had. You retain the title and the equity in your home, and when you pass away, your children, your heirs, whoever, inherit your home, and they get to decide if there's positive equity still in the home. They'll say, hey, we'll take the house or we'll sell it, we'll get the equity. If it's upside down, if you've lived so long that there's no equity left in your house, first off, wouldn't that be a good problem? But let's say you do live that long, then if there's no equity in your home, you don't have to worry about it, and neither do your kids. Nobody's responsible for it. Can you lose your home? No, there's absolutely no payment, so there's no possibility of default, right? Nobody can come in and say, hey, you got to move out or something. Can this affect your Social Security benefits? Absolutely not. This is why the government's made this available, is they know Social Security is not enough. So here's another way that you can enhance your retirement benefits. And do I have to pay taxes on the money you receive? No, this is a loan, right? It's not income. We're lending you the money out of your house. And so there is no tax due on that, right? It's equity you already own. So it's not profit of any kind. How do you get started is just to schedule a no-obligation meeting in person or by the phone, right? give me a call. I do business in California, so if you're in California, give me a call. If you're in another state, then you're welcome to give me a call, and I'll refer you to somebody that can help you. But it's a simple, non-intrusive process, really. We can chat on the phone, or if you're in California, we can get together if you like, and just show you what's available for you, what all your options are. And then once you look at that and you decide that, yeah, I want to proceed, then you have to have this independent counseling. That's really the first thing that we would actually have to accomplish before you could even start with the mortgage documentation, the loan application. And once you have that completed, then we, of course, order all of the appraisals and all of the other stuff. So really, here is an opportunity. You have to kind of open your mind a little bit to what's available. But this is a way to honestly make your wishes come true. We've had story after story where we've had clients where husband and wife took a trip of a lifetime. In fact, one pops into my mind real quick. They actually went on a trip to Alaska. It had been a kind of a boyhood dream of our client. He and his wife went. They came back shortly thereafter. They found out his wife had cancer, and she actually passed away fairly quick after that. So it was an opportunity for that last, one big, beautiful trip of a lifetime. He passed away about a year after she did. It was just great. We had one situation where a gentleman was having to sell his furniture out of his house so that he could eat every month. And my son was able to take care of him, and we were able to give him, I think, about $150,000. And the first thing he did was went out and had a really nice dinner out on the town. And, so we're changing lives with this thing and helping people's dreams come true. And, if you're like me, you really want to have the best, brightest future, and I think the reverse mortgage can help you do that. I hope you'll take the time to at least consider the reverse mortgage and give me a call at 800-451-2351. Let me walk you through how the reverse mortgage may benefit you or a loved one. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope to talk to you soon.